Well, I think most men should leave if they feel that they're not going to marry someone.
But most men do not leave until they find another situation to move into.
Okay. Why don't they leave? I'll tell you why they don't leave. Because if you're getting the goods from this girl, and that's maybe all you want from her, then why would you leave?
Then why enter?
So it's up to the female at that point to say, look, put her foot down and say, look, you've been dating me for 6 months or a year. We've been doing X, Y, Z. I want to know where this relationship is going. If you're not going to put a rock on my hand, or you're not going to really try to be with me, you need to step.
So let me give you the
But a lot of females don't do that.
No, they do. And the response is, baby, I love you, but I'm just not ready. So what exactly is ready?
So you say, well, when you going to be ready? And if he's not ready by the requirement you give him, then you move on. But see, a lot of females are not going to do that. One, because if they're in a relationship, they're too afraid to get out of one because you're very comfortable in your relationship. You don't want to be alone. There's not enough brothers out here. If you got to have decent men, you ain't trying to let them go because you know it's like 12 or 20 other females out there that'll take them. So, you know, it's fear. It's fear that's driving a lot of your decisions. You're afraid to be alone. You're afraid
I don't think it's fear. I don't think it's fair. You've already, it's just like any other investment. You think of it long term. So if I've been with you for 2 years and we've had this conversation over and over again, okay? But the thing is, I'm not, my heart is invested already. I've invested my time with you. I've given, you know, everything to you physically, mentally. So I'm trying to wait it out. That's just how women are. They're going to give you every opportunity as long as you're not doing something that kind of violates or disrespects the relationship. But the thing is, most of the time, you guys will be with a woman that you have absolutely no intentions on marrying. You know it. But opposed to manning up and saying that, you know, I don't want to be with you. I'm not going to marry you. So this is as far as it's going, as good as it gets. And move on, you guys stay. Again, because you're also comfortable. And you're getting what you want. You're getting, you know, your needs fulfilled. So you wait until you find somebody else and then you decide to leave.
Okay.
And you also play on the fact that you know that women are more reluctant to leave. So it doesn't give you an incentive. You're like, oh, she'll be there. I can keep telling her this, put her off, she'll be there.
In addition to the fact that there are not that many good brothers out there. Or I would say good men. So you already know that. So you're taking advantage of that piece as well.
Okay.
I hear that way too much coming out of a man's mouth. They know the statistics better than the females do.
Exactly. You leave where you're going.
Once again, I agree with the majority of the things you guys are saying. Men do this, but you have to understand men will only do what women allow them to do. And there are too few females who are going to actually make a strong stance to make their demands known to the men, and number two, have enough gumption and courage to live by those decisions because they don't want to be alone. The older you get, the more you feel, you know what, you start to lower your standards, you start to probably make decisions you wouldn't make.
I disagree.
When you may have been younger per se, because you're getting older, your clock may be ticking, you may want to have children.
Back to the point that it's our fault, something that we're doing wrong. How about the man taking the initiative and saying, look, you're the woman I want to be with, let's do this, let's make this commitment. What keeps a man from making that step? Especially, like I said, we're not talking about someone fly by night, here he is, in and out. We're talking about a guy that's been in a relationship with a woman for years, 4, 5, 10 years even.
Living together.
Why can't he step up and say, this is what I want, we're going to do this?
I can't speak for those men because personally in my circle of friends, I don't know any of my boys that's been in a relationship for 10 years. Still with the
4
same
or 5
woman.
years? Same woman?
You know what? I can't wait. 5, I do.
Okay. Well,
hey, wait. You know what?
So what's your brother's?
Well, you know what? I can actually speak to that one. I'm glad you brought that up. A friend of mine said, in his particular situation, you know, he is dating a female that he feels is not ready to be a wife.
So then why is he with her all this time?
He is with her because he loves her, she loves him, and because he is patient, he is going to see if she develops the qualities that he wants to have in his supposed wife. And I guess he realizes it would be worth waiting to see if she will develop those qualities, then start from
So I would
scratch.
assume that he's
And-
the epitome of perfection. Because I haven't met a man yet that has entered into a relationship with me where he is absolutely the perfect man that I want to marry and I envision as my husband. So I think that's a growing thing. So once again, I think that's a cop-out for your boy.
Lori, if I may say,
Yes.
have you met Jesus? Because
No.
if you met him, you want to marry him. All right, but on that note, I just want to say, Lori,
Yes.
good job, great points. Bernadette, aka BMO, okay, that's how we call her around the way. Great job, sweetheart. Markell, thank you very much for
Thank you
staging
for having me.
what I couldn't come on the air and say because I'm already a married man. Happily married, that is. Everyone, this is the wrap up of our second segment for today. Everyone, for the closing remarks from Russell and I.